Hello everyone, what's up? Welcome back to some Meatycraft. I got some fun stuff to show you today. Oh boy. So I had a little mishap. Look, I got a couple of cats now. They just now came in. I'll show you how I left the doors open and there's a new place for them to spawn down here. I think there's another one. Yeah, there's another one right there. So I had this door open, I had this door open, and they spawned right down here. So I changed this up a little bit. New little entrance and exit way. Okay, so look at this. You can see how everything's kind of changed. Let me fly up in the air for you. So, I was just poking around after the last episode and looking to see if there was a pirate ship that I could build in here. You know, that you could build and then it would spawn in. And I found what I thought was a pirate ship. And so I thought, I'll just go into creative mode so I can, so I don't have to build a ship, and I'll put it right here. And I didn't know if it was an actual spawn thing. Turned out that it was some kind of, I don't know, like, it wasn't really part of a recipe or anything. It was something to do with the mod. And for some reason, it was in NEI. So what I did was I went right down there. Luckily, it didn't do as much as it could have. It could have taken out my whole place. I right-clicked on a lily pad, and it built a pirate ship. But it was the island with the pirate ship in the middle of it. Have you ever seen those things? Maybe at some point I'll get another one and do it at another place and show you just how big. So it went all the way. It was way up. It was about yay tall. And it took out, you can see where it took out all the way back. You can see where I've put glass back in, where it's flat here. It took out all the way to this point, just chopped this right off, how things do that when they spawn. Took out all of this. It took out all of this, all of my whole portal island that came out here. Took that out all the way down to right here. It chopped off right here. Shoop, straight down. So I had to first I had to destroy all the blocks, but I decided to keep the pirate ship, and then I had to rebuild all of this, and I put my portal down in here now. So I rebuilt all this, and then I laid in this because it was all messed up. The water was all messed up down here. If you can see, all of this was messed up. All the way over, took out this walkway, everything. All the way, it got about to right here. Oh man, if it could have taken out my whole place here, which would have been, I don't know. So I probably could have, I was talking to BP, I could have went and just got my backup file and reloaded it, but it was late at night and I'm like, it's just wait. So it took 4 hours basically, 4 like real, not Minecraft hours, real hours to fix this. Oh, so that's a thing. Now, so I've been, looking at the comments in the Twitter and in the Discord on the YouTube stuff, and trying to get an idea of. I've had a few different people tell me about Nether Star farming. Being able to get them to spawn the Wither and then use like the draconic thing like I'm using over there to kill it. But I can't find it. I looked in here. Draconic. Oops. Draconic. And I don't see something here that I could spawn in an actual Wither, unless I was able to do what I did with the zombies, which was take the stabilized spawner, which is this, and then you have to have the mob soul to do it, right? So I was able to get a couple of zombies, but I looked on the wiki and it said you have a 1 in 1,000 chance of it dropping a soul for you. But I do have Reaper on here, and I believe Reaper helps drop the mob soul. Now, I've killed a lot of things. I've only gotten 3 or 4 zombie ones. So the problem with that is that even trying to find a Wither to kill to get its soul would probably be next to impossible. And I haven't really seen any detail on what, like what people are really talking about, what they really would like me to try and build. I've done the research. Obviously I've seen some things on YouTube when I did the search. They were talking about nether star farming or something like that, and it was, I don't know, had nothing to do with this stuff. It was like a mob spawner where people are in there actually killing things with their own sword. So somebody else had mentioned, hey, can you check and see if Full Throttle Alchemist does it? So I went down here and I took one of my Wither Skulls, and on the very first try, I was able to research a Wither Skull recipe. So now I have this, so I can get as many of these as I want, as long as I, have the proper, what does it take? Calcium, oxygen, phosphorus, carbon, sulfur, nitrogen, and hydrogen. And then I can just, build Wither Skulls here. But from that, then I would have to manually build a Wither. And then maybe I could use a mob grinder from the Draconic Evolution, which is this guy. This guy here. Mob grinder. To actually grind out those guys and kill them. Now, I'm not sure if it'll do that, but we can test it. I mean, I can take and build one. What do I need? 1, 2, 3, 4 of them? I'll just take 5. I think it's 4. All right, so we'll have this to build this. I need a generator. And for that, I need another Draconic Core. And then I also I have 2 nether bricks. I need more nether brick. How did we make the nether brick? We made it with netherrack? I think we cook it? Yeah, we cook it. Okay. Cook it down for me. All right, there's 9 of those. So this will be a test, like to see if what I need a generator. What went in the middle there? Oh, furnace. Furnace, please. Furnace. Okay, there's generator. So you got a generator, we got the mob grinder, we can build the mob. Gonna have to build like, I was thinking somebody had like sky block or something. I was thinking obsidian. I don't know if those withers actually blow up obsidian. Not 100% sure on that, but I'd like to try it out. So basically, I'm sure there's probably a way that I can get some machines to build. As long as I have soul sand and skeleton skulls, I might be able to get a machine to assemble these for me. Maybe. I don't know. I'm not 100% sure. And if that's the case, then this is one way kind of doing what a lot of you guys had talked about. If you know of another way with with what I have in here, let me know and be specific. Because like I said, I got a lot of people saying, "Oh, just do this. Oh, just do that." I'm like, just do what? It's like when you're building something as it's not that it's complex, but you need more details. So this is all I can figure out. I've got a way to get wither skeleton skulls. I could manually put these together, and if this does kill them, then that's a plus. So I think that I'm going to try and build a little structure with this obsidian, see if I can get this to work manually first, and then if we can, then from there we can go with that. All right, so let me just grab, let's see, just do some coal blocks, I guess. I've been using the other stuff, but for now, since I have this in here, I might as well just use it up. There we go, 42 of those. So that'll power this generator. We'll have the grinder. Now I got to figure out a way to build a... Where do I want to build it? I don't want to build it anywhere near here. I mean, not super far away, but... So over here, I've got... Could build it like up there. Here's my place to do the rituals now. I made this so I can do the rituals without it exploding everything. Gears had mentioned something about this. It's better that it won't keep blowing up the ground around you. The obsidian should take care of it. Maybe right here. Oh, this area is so full of plants and everything. I really want it. Okay. We'll do something right here. All right, so I'm going to lay down... How big do you think that needs to be? I don't want it too big because that mob grinder's got to be pretty close to the thing. So let's go with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Like that. 9 by 9, you think is big enough? Wonder if... We'll go with this for now, I guess. 9 by 9. 9 by 9. I probably won't have enough obsidian with me. That'll be just my luck. Oh, great. Dang it. Actually, I think my pick breaks is pretty good. Yeah, okay. No issue there, but we won't have enough. All right, so 9 by 9. And I got to make it tall enough for him to spawn in here. So I'm figuring 3, 4, 5. Maybe 6 tall? That should be good. 6 tall. 6 tall. 6 tall. Do. Now, if this works, it won't really matter what I build it in because he won't blow anything up. He'll just die. All right, we got to get some more obsidian. He'll just die, so it shouldn't really matter. But I don't know, it'd be kind of cool having an all obsidian thing. There might be other things that naturally spawn in there because it's going to be so dark. Are those cats still in here? Meow. I guess it's good that I got this to take out the obsidian. It gives me plenty of obsidian. All right. Let's see. Maybe. What else? What am I looking for? I'm looking for... Where's all my glowstone? Oh, here we go. I wanted to make those things. And then I guess we don't really have to have a door. I mean, we'll have a door with a doorway without a door on it, right? Because I'm interested to see if this is actually going to work. If not, I'll have to go back to the drawing board. It's just, it's part of it. It's just part of what we're doing. It doesn't have to be the end-all, be-all. Even if I can't do it, I already kind of had resigned myself to saying, well, this isn't going to work out. I'm going to have to figure something out where of course, now, like I said, I get the wither skulls. So I could just manually kill it. It doesn't take that long with my sword. And it's not like, well, you do need a lot as you build it up, but it'll still be all right. It'll still be all right. This is going to end up using up all this obsidian. Actually, I bet you if I outlined it, he wouldn't be able to get out. Come on, get up there. It's just out of reach. I know I'm gonna mess one of these up. Do 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 do. Who thinks it's gonna work? What's the over and under on this thing actually working? I don't know if this mob grinder will instantly kill it. I just thought, hey, I'm probably missing something, but I looked on the wiki, and it's usually when I say I look on the wiki, it's usually like a Feed the Beast wiki, because they're usually are the ones when you do a search that pops up and has the most most information on there, but nothing. I couldn't find anything on there. Like it was the full throttle thing I couldn't find a whole lot on. I was trying to see if that would work, so I just said, I'll take a chance to see if it works. Wow, that used all that up already. Holy cow. I think he might be able to spawn in here. He might be able to actually get out of that. Darn it. Darn it! I use this all here. Did I have another stack in there that I left? Oh my gosh. I don't remember. So instead of redoing that whole dome, I just decided to kind of outline that as like a doorway. I think it's all right. I think it's okay. Should be all right. I had to deal with the hand that was dealt. You know what I mean? I was like, what the deuce, man? Oh, we got 64 left. Okay, this is all we got right now. Have to go obsidian farming. Obsidian farming. So if this works, cool. If it doesn't, you guys can see, the couple of you guys that are been helping me out with this, you let me know if you could get me in detail of what you think I could do. I know I've been getting some information on stuff for Meatycraft too, which, because I'm doing that mystical agriculture mod, in there, because I want to work toward some of that armor that they have. And so some people have been working on that, legacy and gears and stuff. Some people have been researching some different things. I just saw before I started playing right now some of the information that we're working on. It looks pretty cool to try and kind of automate the growing, because just me doing it, trying to get it done, it's going to take a long time. And I thought that would be kind of cool. I don't know. We'll see. It looked like it was pretty powerful armor. And then it looks like if you get a full set of it, you can actually fly with it. Well, somebody else had told me about an egg. I need to make sure I remember that. Something about an egg where you can get a bird or something that will actually fly. You can fly with it. So might as well, since we have enough here, just close this in. Could leave one little hole there so they can look through. What's going on inside there, man? It's crazy. Okay, so we got that. Actually, if I was smart, I could have put the thing here. And then, but depending on where he spawns, I don't know if that'll kill it. Well, that might be kind of cool though, to actually do this like that. And then take our generator, put it there. Okay, we got that going. This should be lit up. Yep, it's lit up. So this thing's ready to grind mobs. You can see that. Let's see if this actually works. Did it? Yep, it was 4. Oh, cross your fingers. It's not doing anything yet, but the wither's not full. Wow. Okay, so that mob grinder works. So there's our star. Got a heart, got a division sigil, an infinity booster card for the wireless crafting terminal, and a rare shader grab bag. What's in that? Can be applied. I don't even know what that is. So that's cool. Because look, so I could just, okay, I can make as many ones as I want, put it right here, boom, dead. Now, that's, like I said, this has now been proved that this is one part of automating this process. Now, if I could somehow automate or get, make a spawner, just like I did with that, would be perfect, because it would just sit here and it would farm. It would farm for days. Now that I have that done, I think I'm going to do this because it looks cooler. That's pretty cool, huh? It worked. It worked. Kind of want to do another one now that I just did that. Yeah. Yeah. That's exciting. So, okay, so let me show you real quick, so just in case you didn't remember on this one. So in here, same idea. Just it's a bigger area. But this is a stabilized mob spawner with the zombie mob soul in it, right? So I made this. I was able to make this thing. And then obviously make, this whole thing here. Put this in there. Get off me. All right. So that's that, right? Get away from me, little fella. So I could make a stabilized mob spawner. The problem is getting, again, I don't even know if a wither is one of the mobs that actually drop with this. Because I think it says, I think I saw it somewhere, where it said there's 13 mobs that possibly could drop a mob soul. 13 different ones. So you figure, all your standard stuff is obviously going to drop. I'll show you what they look like. I still have one or two zombie mobs, I believe. Put this back in here. Let's see. Yeah, right here. That's what they look like. So you can see I could make 2 more zombie spawners. But let's just say that, yes, it's a possibility. I only have gotten 3 or 4 of these in all of the zombies I've killed. So that's a thing. That's a big deal. That's a lot. All right, there's that. There's that. Put my nether star in there. Put that in there. I'd like to get, I've got, let's see, so I've got 12 of these. I've got 9 of these, and these make those, they make those, whatchamacallits. You know what I'm talking about? Those things. Oh, I didn't check. All that flesh should be making loot bags as well. This was something else. I guess a lot of you guys are still talking about this. I don't see a need to automate this, to be honest with you. Like in between episodes and stuff, this thing I cleared out in 3 minutes. It's literally takes no time at all, and then I end up with all this. Now, I have yet to see seen a nether star in here, so I don't know if there is a possibility. And the way that the mods are in here is different because it's a little bit older than the way the ones are in Meatycraft. But in Meatycraft, I was able to look. There was something I looked at. It wasn't the loot bag, but it was something else. And it showed me a GUI, a graphical user interface, a GUI, saying it showed everything that possibly could spawn in the different types of loot bags. And in all of those bags, I did not see an actual nether star. So I don't know if it can spawn in here or not. Not 100% sure. Yeah, get out of here, son. You'll get owned. This is a very dangerous area. But I think we need necrotic bones to make those heart canisters that I was thinking of. Get ready to get owned, sucker! Get ready to get owned, sucker! See ya! Bam! Oh, we got another heart too. Let's see what's in here. Ooh, apple. So the one thing okay, here's what I'll do for you guys. I promise that I'll do for you is I will Instead of combining all those loot bags, I'll take the time to look at each one at all levels just to see if I can see another star in there. You know, it doesn't mean that if I don't see one that it won't be there, but it'll give me a pretty good indication. You know, that's a lot of loot bags to look through just to see if I can see one in there. Now, if I do see one in there, you know, that's another possibility too, that we could automate this, you know. But like automating it, and then what do I do? Have it open them up and then filter out nether stars? That sounds super complicated to me. Super duper complicated. But this isn't that bad, honestly. Look, I got 31 wither skulls, so I could go to the LTA down here, and I could make as many skulls as I want, go and get as much soul sand as I want, and just sit in there and manually place them and get a bunch of nether stars. That's, you know, it's 100% of the way there. It's a way to do it because these are reproducible. These are reproducible now, and it kills them instantly inside there, which is good, right? The soul sand, you know, I should be able to get more than enough of that. I already got 100 and something in there. I think that's pretty good, but again, I would love to automate it. I really would. And if what you guys have in mind is this a stabilized mob spawner, it's not going to happen. I mean, I could play from now until the end of time and maybe never get a mob soul to do it. And my luck when I do it, I'd probably mess up the mob soul. Because if you accidentally right-click it on the ground, it just spawns that in and it's gone. So you have to make sure you get it in there correctly. But I think it's pretty fun to get to this point. Like I think it's pretty viable right now, right? The first thing was like the skulls, and then someone had said, "Oh, go to the blimps." Well, we went to the blimp and got all those skulls. Now there are other blimps we could get more skulls, but now I can just use my research vellum in the LTA and do that, as well as placing them down and insta killing them with the draconic mob spawner or mob grinder. Right? This guy. So that's pretty good. But again, if you guys have a way that something could automatically build this, you know, if I could build this, wouldn't that be funny if you could do this and it would just build it, and then you did some kind of like auto crafting table, and then the auto crafting table would place it down right in front of it? That's interesting. Hold on. Is there auto crafting table? Auto enchanter. An auto workbench. Auto spawner. What's an auto spawner? Auto spawner. I wonder if any of these things... I mean, like... Technically, that the verbiage sounds right. Auto spawner. Mine factory reloaded. Auto steam trap. Auto dropper. Packager. Chisel. I could look at this. I'm going to look into this auto workbench, and I'm also going to look into this auto spawner. So, just looking at this reminded me, they have the machine, the computer that you can build within Applied Energistics. Remember, I've built them. Big square cubes, and inside there you put in like patterns like this. So a pattern would be, it wouldn't be to make anything other than trying to lay out that pattern. But putting it in that crafting grid, it won't craft it in a grid. It would have to build it out front, and it doesn't do that in Applied Energistics. So just out of curiosity, I'm gonna take a look at a couple of these things and see, maybe if not, make sure that if you guys see somebody some of the people like Legacy and Gears and all, they're in my Discord. They're letting me know through there, which is real easy for me to go back and reference. It's not that I'm avoiding or don't care. I do care. I care highly about all your comments. And I scroll through there and I see them. Sometimes people screenshot them for me. But when I come back 5 days later, you have to understand that there's been thousands and thousands of messages since then, and it's hard for me to go back to it. Sometimes I'm like, look at it on my phone or something. I should probably just screenshot it or something. Maybe it'll be easier, because on both Yawcraft and in Meatycraft, I am going and referencing all of your guys's, opinions and comments and stuff like that, because I think it's a lot more fun that way. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this episode. Like I said, I think we took a giant step forward in this, and maybe we can take that next step and completely automate it. If we can, that'll be awesome. All right, you guys, I'll see you next episode.